let's talk about this comment. I know money has influence, but I don't think a franchise owner is going to be able to pay off a police department. I don't think they have that type of money. I agree with you. I don't think that that is possible. I don't think that that's what's going on. I don't think that that's truly the allegation. I think the allegation is that the reports of teen violence haven't been taken seriously enough or investigated enough, possibly because of white privilege and bias for, good-looking young student athletes. Here is what the Gilbert Police Department has said. Recent alleged incidents of teen violence in Gilbert have heightened community awareness, and we want to make it known we condemn any violence within our community. I want to reassure our community members that we will do everything we can to successfully investigate and prosecute those who have committed any acts of violence in Gilbert. Social media and media reports allege there have been police investigations involving a group of Gilbert individuals that have been targeting teens in the East Valley identified as the Gilbert Goons, a term which Gilbert PD was made aware of via recent social media references. What we know at this time is that Gilbert PD does not have police reports from victims or suspects associated or connecting the named group to any alleged reported criminal activity in our community. Okay, so let's stop there. The police department is not saying that the Gilbert Goons don't exist. They're saying that they were unaware of this until very recently. It seems that teens knew about this group of people that identified themselves as the Gilbert Goons, and that many people had experienced violence, possibly from this group of people. And there have been reports of sexual violence, physical violence, and as far as I know, from what people are telling me, all of the attacks were random, although there's a little bit of different information regarding whether or not Preston Lord had some sort of video evidence against them and that's why he was targeted. But it seems that their targets were random. And so if their targets were random, then the people who were sexually assaulted or physically assaulted couldn't identify the people. And who knew? People surrounding the goons, teens in high school, rumors. And that's why it wasn't reported or connected. So the most important thing right now is that if you have been the victim of a physical assault or a sexual assault, you have to tell the police, and you have to tell them as much details as possible, anything specific that you can possibly remember, because similarities between attacks is the only thing that is connecting the victims. It's really, really important that any of these incidents are reported and shared, and that people start sharing information, because silence and mystery is what's allowed this to go on so long. The police will arrest people who have committed heinous crimes. They only need the evidence and the witness reports. Now, I'll do a separate video about why possibly there have been no arrests and what that means. But for now, what's really important is this is shared within the East Valley, talked about with your friends, talk about it with your teens, and make sure every single incident gets properly and adequately reported. Write it down. Write down everything that's possibly happened so that people can begin connecting the dots.